Good morning, everybody. Mobile Gamers Unite. Awesome day today. The second half of the limited collab banner dropped. Trails in the Sky Part 2. And, as you can see, we did have a little bit of luck today. We'll go over that real quick. How many crystals do we have? Let's see. Pull this buddy over to the side. Can we stretch that over there? Other way. Well, it's not going to show you my crystals, but I have around 4,500 crystals left. Yesterday I did have around 6,000. So between the 6,000 crystals that I did have, okay, we woke up and we got 5 Trinity vouchers because some people's game was flickering and they fixed that issue, which I'm really excited about because one of my tablets did have that problem. Regardless, check your mailbox. You should have some Trinity vouchers. Also, you have to go into the info page, and they have 2 new tabs with red dots on them. When you click on those, you can claim a reward. So don't forget to claim all of your rewards today because there are some tickets in there, and happy hunting. All right, so we're at 4,500 crystals now. We were at 6,000 yesterday. I did purchase the bundle, and I will advocate for this bundle. I believe it was $15 and it got you like 15 pulls and like a couple crystals. So we burned through that and we burned through about 2,500 crystals. So all in all, not bad. I did about 45 pulls. And let me tell you how it went right off rip. The second pull I did came down in SSR and I was like, oh, well, the luck just continues. And it was Basel. It was Basel. Took me back to my roots. And I was like, you know what? Can't even be mad because Basel's such a badass. But I do have Basel at a 6-star. So all that is 50 SSR shards for me. But you know what? I wasn't discouraged. I was not discouraged. And actually, that's going to help me because those shards of Basel, I can break those down and maybe get a rune stone. And it's looking like that's probably what I'm going to do is get a rune stone instead of an epic martial spirit. And the reason for that is because these 2 new characters are such badasses, you're going to want to rune them out. Fast forward 10 pulls later, another SSR came down, and it was Renee. And I was psyched. She just looks like a badass. I really wish I had her on my alt account. My alt account had no luck yet, okay? But my alt account still has 1,000 crystal coming to it. And there's a couple of crystals I can unlock through gameplay because it is a new account. So I'll be working on that on my alt. Now, I dare say that, and you guys have heard me asking about limited skins for limited characters. Do we get them? How do we get them? What, I dare say this is the first time I have seen God tier skins in this game because the skin for Leonhardt, whatever his name is just so freaking amazing. If you go into the Echoes of Light, of course, and this is obviously from me purchasing that $15 bundle, I managed to unlock the gold and some random SR accessory. But if you are willing to cough up 278 speckles, you get this badass skin over here. Man, this guy just looks sick. He's got his sweet sword, and he's got like a power fist or something. I know I'm dating myself by saying power fist, Warhammer 40K, which, on a side note, if this game company ever made a Warhammer 40K game in this format, I would wet myself in joy, okay? Anyway, back to the subject. This is a badass skin. It's awesome. It's probably the only way that you're going to get it is by supporting the developer this much. And he just looks wicked. I can't argue it. I know there's a $278 price tag to this for cosmetics, but the guy looks sweet. And we have, of course, Leaden. And I dare say this is the most badass Leaden skin that there is. I mean, he just looks killer in this. Gladiator, King, Paladin, Templar. It's applicable to all his classes. And I gotta say, he just looks sweet. If If I was medieval Vladimir and I was going to have to go to war, this is probably what I would want my armor to look like, okay? Also, if I was in the future and I was going to go to war, this is probably what I'd want my armor to look like. Power fist and all. Anyway, so let's get down to the actual nitty-gritty. Rise of the Enforcers. And that's what these guys are. They're the Enforcers. And, oh, we have Festival Foxes. Yeah, you guys know about that. These guys are going to be pretty much enforcing the hell out of anything, okay? Let's take a quick look at them. These are just rough cuts of these characters. I just got them. I've had them for like maybe an hour, and I just wanted to shoot this before I do all my work for the day because I wanted to put something out about them. I pulled Renee first, so of course she's level 60 already. She looks absolutely amazing with her scythe. She just looks great. Angel of Death. After dealing damage to an enemy, affects them with one random debuff. That's just awesome. It's simple. Oh, wait, no, there's more. Ha, sorry. When entering battle with an enemy with a debuff, intelligence, defense, and magic defense increases by 5%. Obviously, that goes up to quite a bit. So she's going to be, pretty strong against people with debuffs. And after dealing damage to an enemy, afflicts them with one random debuff. So she's going to be right there throwing debuffs. She's awesome with Basil. She's part of Dark Reincarnation, which is sweet. So looking forward to running her with my Basil. She's also with Yales. Awesome. And she is with Heroes of Time. Well, that's right. I don't have this guy yet, Oliver, because we unlock him. So pretty cool faction groups right there. I mean, I knew she was going to be part of Yales, and I figured obviously Heroes of Time because they're from the same collab. But yeah, it makes sense that she's part of Dark Reincarnation, and I'm happy about that. So, and let's look at where did he go? He's got to be down here because he's a lower level. There he is. There's homeboy. Okay, Mr. Badass himself, Leonhardt. Let's see. Okay, so his talent, Azura Sword. If you deal damage to 2 or more enemies in one hit, which he can very easily do, I've already looked through his kit. He has lots of AoEs and lots of abilities where he can hit people in a line or everyone around him. So if you hit 2 or more enemies in one turn, you recover 20% hit points. Wow, that's amazing right there. Wait, but there's more. And can act one more time? My goodness, that's scary. Act Again has a 4-turn cooldown after you activate that ability. You have to wait 4 more turns to hit 2 people. You'll still heal every time you hit multiple people, but you have to wait 4 turns for him to be able to act again. So that's just effing off the chain. All right, and this is also when there are no allies within 3 blocks. All attributes are increased by 10%, except for hit points. That's the first part of his talent. So if he's all out there by himself, there's no allies within 3 blocks, he just gets 10% to all of his attributes, except for his hit points. And then, if you deal damage to 2 or more enemies in one hit, you heal, and then you get to go again. That is absolutely insane. Not only does this guy get to act again, he gets to stop other people from acting again. He's like, hey, check out this trick I can do, and I'm going to stop you from doing the same shit. Haha. I can totally see why this guy is a PvP god. He gets rid of, he neutralizes Liana's best ability. And it's right in here. All right. And guys, I'm just doing a quick sneak peek on these characters. I can't really even review them until I bomb them out, but I just wanted to kind of throw out my opinion on them real quick. They're absolutely amazing. Try to get them. Let's see right here. Dark Emperor Sword. It says fusion, Dark Emperor Sword, but I don't think this is like a fusion power. It's an anti-fusion. You anti-fuse the enemies. This has a 6-turn cooldown. It's a 2-ring span, so 2 rings around him. So you're going to hit a bunch of people. Also, the ability that this guy comes with hits everybody around him. and it gets rid of, it gives you -1 to all your cooldowns. So that's cool. He comes with an ability that lets him hit multiple people and do damage to them to help trigger his talent. He also reduces all of his cooldowns by 1 every time he does that. So that's really awesome. So, and that AoE ability only takes up 1 of his skill points. He still has 4 more left to use things like Dark Emperor's Sword, which deals 0.3 AoE damage to all enemies within 2 blocks and dispels 2 buffs. That's important. At the same time, affected enemies cannot receive Act Again. Lasts for 3 turns. Cannot be dispelled. That's off the chain. This is right here is what makes him just PvP gold. Top of that, he gets Deathmatch. Increase attack and skill by 12%. Defense and magic defense decreased by 7. But you know what? Chances are you're not even going to equip Deathmatch because you're going to want to take his little AoE move that gets rid of his cooldowns. Okay. Right here we have something for his survivability. Between Sun Slash and the fact that he gets to heal 20% every time he damages 2 enemies at the same time, he's going to be pretty self-sufficient right there. You put some Anne's armor on him that increases his heal effects. Wow. This guy's going to be healing quite a bit on his own. And he has Sun Slash, so you can have healing on tap, and you get the 1.5 damage modifier on top of that. So very good stuff. As far as soldiers go, he's got the Paladins, he's got the Berserkers, and he has Guardian Infantry. And this is cool because Joshua's been using these guys, so I've been leveling them up. So, you know, that much more reason to use these guys. And he has Guardian Cavalry. So you can do a lot with both of those. On his other side, he gets the Detect skill. Crit increased by 10% when dealing damage, 50% chance to disable enemies' passive skills. Last 2 turns, 100% chance to trigger when landing critical hit, just like Kirikaze. Great. But this is his real nitty-gritty stuff, and this is why I'm going to want to put runestones into him. First of all, there's instant transfer. Boom, I can teleport. I'm right here, and AoE, everybody gets hurt. Oh, and I get to go again, and -1 to all my cooldowns. Wow, okay. So I'll let you guys look into that. Instant transfer moves you any block in range and gives you +1 mobility. Damage taken by units is reduced by 30%, and they gain the Blade Breath Bluff. After actively entering battle, deals 0.01 AoE damage to all enemies within 1 block last 2 turns. That right there is awesome because think about how that stacks with his talent. All right, that what is it called? Blade Breath. The 0.1 fixed damage, or I'm sorry, not fixed damage. The 0.1 AoE damage. It's not there so much to actually do damage, but it's there to trigger his talent. All right, and then let him go again. So this all stacks crazy awesome well. Of course, an instant transfer only cost one skill point. That's amazing, okay? And then, of course, we have Eternal Fire Machete. Yeah, and it's probably about as badass as it sounds. Attacks all enemies along a line, dealing 0.25 AoE damage, has a 25% chance of stunning an enemy last 1 turn. Stun is awesome just to throw on anything. And the fact that this guy it's a straight shot, its range is 5 blocks. It's got a 3-turn cooldown. And remember, this guy's going to be reducing all of his cooldowns as he goes. So this is my first impression of him. He's awesome. Go get him. He's absolutely amazing. This guy's a beast. I anticipated him to be powerful, but after I read his talent, like he goes a little bit beyond just powerful. Let's see, and of course he is with Heroes of Time, and he's with Empire. So this is cool because Dark Reincarnation and Empire are the 2 teams that my main account really works on, as you can tell. So that's cool. He can run with your Empire. And of course, he can do the Heroes of Time, you know, if that's what you want to do. But then you got to use Joshua as a fusion buffer. We'll get into that later. So this guy, A+, A++. I don't know how much higher I could grade him. Okay, and he's the main character that a lot of people are going to be pulling for. But don't count Renee out. Renee's a monster. She really is. I really want Renee for my alt account. This is just whatever I threw on her. But But let's look at Renee's nifty little kit. First of all, what I'm going to do with Renee, I'm going to go all the way down to Angel of Death because she's got that badass scythe. Annihilation attacks a single enemy dealing 1.3 damage. If the enemy has 3 or more debuff statuses, the attack reduces the enemy's magic defense by 100%. And the enemy cannot counter. Wow. Just really think about that, guys. Really let that sink in. 100% minus to your magic defense, and the enemy cannot counter. There's a lot of heroes that use magic defense to scale up their attack or use it as their attack. This absolutely crushes them, and you cannot counter. That's just nice, okay? Other than that, we get a Dark Matter. Attacks a single enemy, dealing 1.5 damage. In addition, reduces enemies' healing effects by 100%. Lasts for 2 turns, cannot be dispelled. Do not let this girl tag your healer. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to get Angel of Death, and then I'm going to spend at least 1 rune stone to get Archmage because of Calamity Throw. Attacks all enemies alongside of a line, and I love that, okay? Dealing 0.33 AoE damage. In addition, affects 2 random debuffs. And remember this girl's talent. Anytime she attacks you or is in combat with you, she's going to put a debuff on you. She's just awesome at debuffs. I don't know if it's her or her little dead little bunny rabbit thing, but she be throwing debuffs around. I like her class name, Tea Party Host, right? Because she's having a little tea party with her little bunny rabbit and her scythe. So all in all, I want her for my alt. I do. I want to run her with my Yles, and she is just amazing. And of course, you know, she starts off with Free Strike. It's not bad. Not bad to tag somebody and do some damage. She seems to be really good in the whole single target damage department, and she has these awesome curses and things to put on you. Let's see. Attacks a single enemy, dealing 1.5 damage. Effective against holy units. So she does have Shadow Spear. 1 turn cooldown, 2 block range. And it's just 1.5 damage, but it's effective against holy units. So she's a healer killer, which is nice. And yeah, she just is gnarly. She's worth it alone. She's going to be throwing so many debuffs. She's just going to be so gnarly. I want her on my alt. And this is my impression of these characters. Now, I'll do some gameplay and I'll do all that good stuff, but I mean, I'm not even finished leveling them up. I got to get some gear on them. You know, she's at about 3,000 power level. Where's Leonhard? He is... I know he's a little bit higher. He's not even level 60 yet. He's at 3,000 power already. I haven't leveled up any of the items that I put on him. This guy's such a badass, I decided he deserves his own gear. And I think Anne's armor is so awesome on him because it increases heal effects, and he heals himself, which is great. The Windcutter Dagger got put on him because it was what Joshua was using before he got the Extreme Magic Bow, and really you just want this guy's attack really high. And Thor's Necklace, I'm going to mess around with that, and Anne's helmet. I kind of wish we got somewhat of a bonus for wearing the armor and the helmet together, but we don't. So, I think these characters are absolutely phenomenal. They are super strong, super powerful, super worthy of the limited title. So, guys, if you're sleeping on them, don't. If you got a chance to pull these, do it. Mobile Gamers Unite, I'm 1 click away. I'll be coming at you with new content with these characters soon. Good luck, everybody. Peace.